I mentioned in my YouTube video that this Epipremnum Pinnatum is suffering from spider mites. I treated it a couple of times. It seems to be okay, but let me re-inspect it just to make sure everything is gone. And the best place to check is underneath the leaf. And oops, you can see it right away. It's right there. And it's on that new leaf as well. This elbow has it. And you can see it on top of the leaf as well right here. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, this pesky little things takes a couple treatments to get rid of. So it's really good to monitor them after the first or second treatment. I have isolated it from the rest of my plants. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a treatment on it again, and hopefully third time's a charm. Okay, so what I have here is isopropyl alcohol. You can also use hydrogen peroxide, but this is what I currently have. Take a cotton bud, dip it, and just like scrape off the excess. And I just like gently scrape off the places where I know there is infestation. You might be wondering, oh, does this hurt the plant? What I'm doing is I'm going to wash the foliage of the plant after I'm done to also get rid of any lingering alcohol, because the alcohol itself is not bad for the plant, but if it stays on the foliage, of course, it can cause it to burn and all of that. Just like with neem oil spray too, if you leave it on the plant and direct light hits it, you will get leaf burn. So you just have to be careful when applying anything to your plant, and make sure you wash it off as soon as you're done with the treatment. I'm going to be working on the rest of the leaves, and I work from top to bottom because just in case any pests or anything falls, I can catch it as I go through the bottom. If I start from the bottom, make my way up, it's just, I'm going to miss anything that will drop, or I just have to do the thing all over again. So it's just better to start from top to bottom, and also make sure to get all underneath the leaves in the petiole, because that's where they love to hide, and get the stems, because sometimes they can still be so small that it's not visible to the eye. It might be hard to see, but there's like, see a big one over here on the petiole side. And actually, let me grab it so you can see what it looks like. That is a spider mite. You can see it moving. It moves a bit fast, but when it's on the plant and it knows it's not being disturbed, it actually just stayed pretty much put. It's just like, it looks like a tiny cotton ball moving around. So let me take my cotton bud with isopropyl alcohol. As mentioned earlier, you could use hydrogen peroxide and just like gently tap it. And there you go. It turns red and it's dead very quickly. So I'm just finishing up the rest of the leaves, and then I'm going to be washing off the foliage. As I am washing the leaves, I'm pointing the shower head like away from the moss balls, because if there's any spider mites left, I don't want it going into the moss balls. And as I'm letting it drain out, I have my neem oil spray, and I'm just gonna spray the leaves down. So what would this do is, if there are any lingering spider mites that I didn't get while trying to take them off one by one and washing the foliage, this would coat the leaves. So hopefully any spider mites lingering will be coated by the neem oil and suffocate and die. So with this one, I'm gonna let it like stay and marinate on the leaves for maybe a couple of hours. So I'm keeping it in the bathroom and not bring it back outside, because I don't want the leaves to burn when it gets hit by direct light. So in the bathroom, I'm gonna turn off the lights, and it's just gonna be in the dark for a couple of hours while the neem oil spray does its job. And then I'm gonna wash it off again, let it completely drain, and then bring it back up. But yeah, so that's how I get rid of spider mites in my Epipremnum Pinnatum.